Hey, it's Chris again. Now just going to do a quick film review. Managed to go and see Logan last night with my friend Tara. Yeah, this is my little review, so let you know my thoughts of it. I have to admit, X-Men. I haven't been a massive fan of the whole series. X-Men First Class, Days of Future Past, and Apocalypse. Really got into those, loved them. The first three films didn't really watch that much. I haven't actually seen the first two Wolverine films properly. I've seen like bits from here and there, but I've never reached out as films to watch. But Logan from the trailers grabbed me because it was very different. Also, I wasn't overly excited about it. It was a bit of a wasn't sure what to expect from the film. So I'm not going to spoil it or anything, but I'm going to give my opinions of it. Yeah, Logan is very different to the stereotypical superhero film. It's not all centered about all-powerful superhero. It's like very much a superhero past his prime, when things are trying to catch up with him and like starting to show his age, I think. And it's kind of interesting that kind of perspective. So like the whole switch on how the superhero genre really like taking a bit of a key from Deadpool. It was quite gory, bit of hacking, slashing, and quite a few soldiers as cannon fodder. And the X-23 character very much in the same vein as the Wolverine, or from what I've seen in the first X-Men films, kind of like a bit of a renegade kind of, and there's like how she develops as well, and it's quite a good story, quite a nice story. But one thing I will say about the ending, like how they take down the main villain, is it kind of got predictable. But halfway through the film, it's like, yeah, you know exactly what's gonna happen. Then it did. So that's the one downside. It's kind of a bit predictable. Richard E. Grant's character is quite an interesting one. So I'm not going to spoil things and say names or characters or what they do, but it's just like interesting seeing that type of character, and how kind of heartless the character was in a way, just like picking and choosing, and kind of like the scene towards the end where he's walking through some bodies, and like some other comments he says, and like it's almost like the people were commodities rather than actual people. And the whole Patrick Stewart and Wolverine and Hugh Jackman as Professor X and Wolverine, kind of that dynamic is quite good. It's interesting seeing the Professor X character, how he aged and how he's getting on. I think they had a few emotional moments which I think could have had a bit more impact. And yeah, it's just like it was good, but it's not among my favourite films of the superhero genre. For me, Marvel are the front runners in the superhero field. I don't read the comics. Like, haven't read any of the X-Men. Haven't read any of the other Marvel ones. Haven't read any of the DC comics. I'm literally just going in at the film. I think that's why I enjoyed Apocalypse quite so much. Whereas other people I know who were into the comics, they kind of were disappointed. But I thought it was like a fairly decent popcorn movie. I'll say Logan. It's like the end of Hugh Jackman's road as Wolverine. The ending's kind of predictable. Hugh Jackman does play it well. Especially like the showing the effects and old age catching up with you kind of moments. But yeah, if you got a free evening you want to check it out, I'd go for it. But I don't think I was blown away by it. It's not a big spectacle film. a few special effects, but nothing outrageous, nothing too in your face. It's quite stripped back in that respect. Because although it's set in the 2029, it kind of also has kind of like a stripped back, almost in the past setting feeling where it's not high gadget, not anything too out there. But yeah, worth a quick check out if you want like a film, and it's also like a bit more grown up, it's more gory, more language. I think one of my favourite performances that I've seen of Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. So I watched the first ever X-Men film, didn't see much of the second two. I haven't seen the first two Wolverine films all in their entirety. Yeah, half decent. Give it a go if you got free time, but I wouldn't say it's essential viewing for everyone. Well, that's my thoughts on on Logan. As always, like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you want me to do, anything you think I can do better, feel free to put in the comments. See you next time.